Well, you didn't think you were going to bump into Jay-Z,
No, I didn't.
but you chose that time to go to the Roc Nation building because Jay-Z had a concert at Barclays?
I didn't even know. Crazy part, now that's why my CEO went. He's an avid, I mean, he loves Jay-Z. You feel me? Like that he has inspired him to the core. Like they walk alike. People say, oh, you remind me of Jay. Like he's that cool New York hustler. That's who he is to the bone. He was going for there. And I was talking so much shit. He was like, well, meet me out there. You know, I didn't go to the concert. I did my own thing. Yeah, I got family. You know, I got a bunch of family in New York. You know, we hate shit. IECN. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of family in New York. You know what I'm saying? We started. That's the kind of the mecca, the birthplace for a lot of immigrants. So I just went there, did my own thing. I shopped. I saw family. I stood in front of the Roc Nation building for 2 days, like a madman. But end of the day, like that's what I'm about. I'm about business. I'll do whatever it takes, the right way.
Like 6 a.m. to 6 p.m.?
I was there at right before the sun came up. I would say around, it was summertime too. It was, I would say like 7 a.m. to like 4 p.m. I would get like some food real quick, take a break. You know, I might sit down. The first day, it was like the minute I got off my flight, I had my suit on the flight. I got a picture of it. My brother took a picture of me at the airport. It's kind of blurry because he was, you know, he was rushing as you know, a lot of cars were coming to the airport. You know, Atlanta's a busy airport. But the first day I was out all day. Like I was tired, feet hurt and everything. The second day I was like, all right, I already met Jay-Z. like I kind of got the gist. And yeah, that's what it was. So I took a moment where I was just talking, popping my shit, and I put my money where my mouth was.
Security didn't question you. Building security didn't question you.
For sure. I think they just respected it. I think they knew, like, all right, because you know you're not supposed to have. They pay people just for that. Like if you loitering. If you doing that, get the fuck on. Like they've told people to move, and they told me to back up a couple times too. After the Jay-Z thing, I think they felt like, oh shit, I gotta tell this guy to back up, because you know I think it was more like I don't want to lose my job. But they respected it. They're like, hey, just don't mess with nobody. I'm like, all right, I got you. What I did was I just waited, and it's funny because a lot of people approach me because they looked at it like, this guy must be important. How he's dressed, how he's carrying himself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like, y'all respect what you're doing. You know, like, what's your Instagram? What's your business card? I wasn't really ready for all that. I just kind of went on a whim. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I just think they respected it. Security definitely checked me a couple times though. They told me, hey, you know, you can't be doing that. I'm like, I feel you. And
you told them what you were exactly there for? Hey, I'm just trying to catch somebody, or?
Nah. I just kind of kept it very like minimal. Kind of knew if the more you say, the more they feel compelled to do their job. You know what I'm saying? I wanted it to be ambiguous as possible. I think they felt like I worked for there, or that I was some sort of security. Maybe they thought I was security. Shit, like some sort of like, you know what I'm saying? Undercover, I don't know, like bodyguard, some shit, I don't know.
So what did you actually say to them when they questioned, hey, you've been here for a while, what are you doing here? You haven't met the person you came here to meet yet?
Nah, they wasn't on that type of time. What they was like, hey, you need to back up. Hey, you cannot be like so far on the premises. Hey, go on the sidewalk. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't be, one guy said you can't be bothering people. I'm just like, yo, like one of the artists from Roc Nation came up to me, talked to me. And the guy was like, hey, you can't be like solicited. I'm like, hey, he walked with me. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying?
What time did Jay-Z show up?
It was around 1-ish. And he wasn't, he left, he was leaving. So he was already in the building, or maybe he went in the back, or I don't know. I didn't see him pull up, but he was leaving. I think he had like a bunch of like business meetings. He was, if he's in New York for a show, I'm guessing he was just handling some business. Yeah.
But even though you were there, well, that first day, you had gotten off the flight. What time did you get there?
I got the earliest flight to New York. So when I landed from Atlanta to New York, it's like I think it's like an hour and a half flight, some hour flight. I don't know, can't remember. But I landed at like 8:30-ish. But I was probably in front of the building, like I would say 9:30. By the time I got off I say I landed at 8, got to the hotel, dropped my shit off, You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, I got there as soon as possible. I would say it was definitely like 9-ish, like latest.
So Jay-Z may have went through that same entrance to get inside, but you weren't there early enough to catch him going inside. You caught him going outside.
Exactly, exactly.
Or if there was an alternate way to get into the building, he may have taken that after you had already gotten there. I don't know.
Exactly. He's a pretty private guy. So I'm sure there's multiple ways to get in that building and whatever. But I just know it was probably time for his lunch or some shit, you know.
Was there any other notable people that in those 2 days that you saw go into that building aside from Jay-Z? And you mentioned one Rock Nation artist.
I can't remember his name. It wasn't too big, you know what I'm saying? But I just know the three prominent people, Steve Stout.
But he wasn't at the building. He was shopping somewhere.
Yeah, he was shopping in Dior store.
Right, but I'm saying the building. You standing outside the building.
Yeah. So the two biggest people I would say, I met the guy who designed the Coca-Cola, the Gatorade symbol. I forgot his name, but he designed the Gatorade symbol, like the G with the lightning. Like, he designed that. That was pretty big, you know what I'm saying? I met, like I said, Davison Flair, the guy who designed the suits for Power. You met him at the building? Yes, right after Jay-Z. I'm on a high. I'm stuttering, you know. I'm sure he thought I was a little, because I kept it cool with Jay-Z, but he caught me when I was like, the adrenaline was pumping. But I got his number. I still have his number. You know what I'm saying? We still need to get coffee. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna buy a suit for sure.